Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of True Blunt Crime. I'm your host, Mike, and today we're going over a story that has a bit of everything. From Instagram models to volatile relationships and even to violent ends. This is the case of Courtney Clenney and Christian Obumseli. Courtney Clenney, known online as Courtney Tailor, she was more than just an Instagram model. She was a brand, a presence, if you will. To her over 2 million Instagram followers, she was the model of the perfect life. She was Instagram famous, had a pretty active OnlyFans account,
Ask the Lotion,
and a life in a luxury high-rise apartment in Miami with an ocean view. Courtney had actually moved to Miami with her boyfriend Christian, 27-year-old entrepreneur and crypto bro from Texas. Their friends, they would describe their relationship as passionate yet volatile, which is how I'd love everything about me to be described. That passion, unfortunately, would often lead to violence. Neighbors reported frequent fights between the two, so much so that the building was actually thinking about evicting them.
Here's your ID or anything so you can let him know that you live in the apartment.
In my apartment.
So everything is in your apartment.
It's all under my name. I pay the whole rent. He has never paid a freaking dime of rent. And he has somehow made friends with everybody around here. I broke up with him. He has slept. My mom came out, okay? My mom came out to help me break up with him, and I just couldn't do it. He slept in my elevator room inside of a couch. I hope that there's cameras. He slept inside of a couch in my elevator room. Okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli. Because no, I'm serious. Can I do that? Talking about how can I make myself first?
Each side would always say that the other was the abuser. And according to neighbors, they often heard shouting. Sometimes from him, sometimes from her. Friends would say they had a relationship on the edge. And on April 3rd, 2022, it spilled over. That day, a 911 call brought police to their apartment building. When they arrived, they found Christian lying on the floor, bleeding out, with Courtney cradling and rubbing his head, and she was covered in what was Christian's blood. Now, Courtney, she was claiming that all of this was self-defense. She claimed that Christian had burst into one of his normal fits of rage and began to attack her. And she had no choice but to grab a kitchen knife and throw it from across the room, Rambo style, and hit him 3 inches deep, piercing his heart. Now, the medical examiner, he told a different story. He claimed that that knife wound was way too deep to have been thrown. Also, it came at a downward angle, sort of like a stabbing motion. But Courtney wasn't arrested immediately. She was placed on a psychiatric hold, and then she was let go. And after it all, she apparently checked into a rehab in Hawaii. Oh, I forgot to mention she's a raging alcoholic. While on this trip to Hawaii, she definitely didn't stop posting those thirst traps. She kept her OnlyFans going. She was pretty heavy online still after murdering Christian, and this really upset the public. She was also seen in Hawaii at a hotel bar drinking it up with her dad.
Yeah, and they're seeking justice.
Typing, sir?
Yeah,
What?
I'll videotape her. Right now, you should go. Yeah, you should go.
Justice?
Because you just lost your boyfriend. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and yeah. He's fighting. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We'll get to his weird ass in a moment, but in August 2022, Courtney was arrested in Hawaii, put on a plane, flown back to Miami, and charged with second-degree murder. Now the prosecutor, they were like, we're not buying that whole self-defense BS. The prosecutor, well, they had text messages, voicemail, video footage proving that Courtney was the abuser in the relationship.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting.
You told me to come here.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a word. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize. But you hit me.
And Christian, according to his family, he was trying to leave.
Shut up and let me slap you, dumb. Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a You're a Yes, thank you. Call me
Oh yeah, top it all off, she's just a little bit racist. Now with footage like what I just shown emerging after her arrest, all of it became pretty hard to ignore. Remember I mentioned the dad, Kim? Just when the whole media frenzy started to die down around this case, him and his wife, Deborah, I want to say Deborah, I think her name's Deborah? I don't really care what her name is, she raised the murderer, so she can fuck off too. Kim and Deborah were arrested and charged with evidence tampering in April of 2024. And what was it, you asked, they were tampering with? Well, Courtney's dad, Kim, he went and got a hold of a laptop belonging to Christian. And he got the password allegedly from Courtney. I mean, who the fuck else would have the password? And was trying to erase iCloud data that was critical to this case. They also had messages between Courtney's parents and her lawyers cooperating in getting and destroying this evidence. So who knows how far that whole thing's gonna go. And now the spotlight has shifted from Courtney. Now the spotlight has shifted from Courtney to her parents, to the systems that failed to intervene, and to the price of portraying this perfect life online to people you don't know. So, was it self-defense, or was it a spiraling relationship that was bound to end in disaster? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think it was self-defense? Do you think she got Jason Bourne skills and threw a knife from across the room and hit him square in the chest, piercing his heart? Or do you, like the prosecutor, think this was premeditated all along? But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more raw, real, true crime stories. Now, this is True Blunt Crime, and as always, I've been Mike, you've been you, and together, let's all be safe, be sharp, and stay curious. Peace.